Hey guys, I'm Tamara Bennett with Southern Adoornments Decor, and tonight we're going to be painting a wooden sign with a really cool ombre effect, and we're going to be doing some stenciling on top of it using an arrow stencil. And I know you guys are probably like, what? But hang in there. It's going to be a really cool project. I kind of just came up with this one off the cuff this afternoon and decided to do a stenciling project for you guys because so many of you are not using stencils for your door hangers, and you should be. Using stencils can make things so much easier, especially if you're wanting to do chevron or polka dots or buffalo plaid or something like that. So the stencil we're going to be using tonight is this one. Check it out. It's got arrows running through it. I designed it myself, and this one is available in my shop if you want it. So we're going to be doing the arrow stencil, and in the background we're going to do like an ombre painting technique. So I think it's going to be fun. Okay. So this is the stencil we're going to be using tonight. It's got arrows on it. It's really cool. And I'm thinking we're going to kind of lay it out like this and do arrows all the way across the board. And then we could do like the word welcome. We could do the phrase like follow your arrow, or y'all be thinking of like some words that we can put on this after we get the stencil done. So be thinking about it. So we're going to kind of do like coral to teal to back to coral. So I think we're going to start with the color. Let me think. I got to plan this out. The colors we're using are all Decor Americana paints. This one is Cotton Candy, Bahama Blue, Peacock Teal, and Coral Blush. So we're going to be using 4 colors, and we're going to do an ombre effect across here. It's going to be really cool. Okay, I need to think about where I'm starting out. So we're going to do coral. I kind of have a loose idea of what this is going to look like in my head, so hopefully it comes out as beautifully as what I envision. So we're going to start out with the Coral Blush color, and we're going to do it on each end of the board. And then we're going to fade to a lighter pink in the middle. There was a hair on this. No wonder though, because I got this wood out of the shed outside, so there's no telling what is on it. So I'm going to do coral on each end, and then we're going to fade to like a lighter pink and then to a teal. It's going to be so beautiful. This might be going in Charlie's room now that I think about it. That would be a really great place to put this. My daughter Charlie, she's 4. She has a llama bedroom. She calls it her ba-llama room. Anytime she says llama, she says ba-llama. So now let's fade to the lighter pink. This is the Cotton Candy color. And while I'm not even rinsing my brush, I'm dipping it right into the cotton candy, and I'm going to kind of overlap the darker coral that I just did, and just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until those 2 colors blend so seamlessly that you're like not sure how it happened. So then just keep going and dipping in the cotton candy and pulling it further out. Isn't this pretty? But the thing about this is, if you're doing ombre, you've got to work quickly. Because if you slow down, your paint starts to dry really fast. So the quicker you work, the more workable your paint will stay, and it will make it easier to do the ombre effect. Now, if you're just generally a slow painter and you're like, Tamara, there is no way I could do this without my paint drying out, you could use, I have some of it here, matte medium. You just mix it with your paint, and it makes your paint like stay wet longer, and it helps you with blending. So I'm just getting some more of this cotton candy color and pulling it in and then working it backwards. Look how pretty this is. Okay, I haven't painted my edges either, so let me go back and do that really quickly. Get a little bit of the darker color. And then paint the edge over here. This is going to be so cute. Okay, so this is going to be kind of hard to transition, but we're going to make it happen. This kind of feels like cotton candy colors, doesn't it? Let me see how this is blending. I feel like we need a little bit more coral. Maybe I should have rinsed out my brush. Ooh, I kind of like how that looks. That was kind of a happy accident. It accidentally streaked just a little bit of turquoise through the pink and kind of messed up the ombre a little bit, but I really like it. Okay, I'm going to put some of this turquoise on the edges while I still have it on my brush, and then we're going to do the darker teal in the middle. Isn't this beautiful? I'm located in Kentucky. Okay, this is the color that's the peacock teal, and we're just putting this right in the middle. And then I'm going to paint the edges real quick, and then we're going to blend, blend, blend. This is just a quick little project. We're not trying to be perfect with all of this. I'm never trying to be perfect, though. Y'all know me. All right, I'm going to dip in just a little bit of that light blue again, and then blend, blend, blend. I'm blending backwards and forwards from the light to the dark to kind of blend the two colors. This is such a fun technique that you could use to kind of do something that looks like maybe a little bit retro. Look how fun that is. Awesome. Okay, I need some more of the dark turquoise for the middle. Next, we're going to dry it, and we're going to use the arrow stencil. There was a couple of, oh, I just messed that up. That's why I have baby wipes handy, because if you mess something up, you can always like dab it off with a baby wipe. Okay, let's dry this really quickly. We're getting ready to use the arrow stencil. Now that it's dry though, I don't think I blended my teals quite as well. So I might go back and blend those just a little bit more before we proceed, because once we get the stencil on there, there's no going back. Yikes! It's hard to tell while the paint is wet if you've got, you know, what you got going on. I think we need more of the dark teal though. So I'm thinking we're gonna do the arrows in white, and then we'll do lettering like in black or something on top of all of it. I really think that teal just needed 2 coats because it's looking better now. This is the boring part, sorry. But you want it to be really dry before you put your stencil down. You guys see my sign back here? There's only 56 days until our Painters Clubhouse membership opens back up. So if you've been wanting to learn more about door hanger painting and improving your skills on all of that, you definitely want to go and get on the wait list. We teach how to paint door hangers in that group so that you can grow your skills, possibly start doing paint parties and selling your door hangers to make a little bit of extra money. Some of you guys are sitting at home right now and your hubbies are probably watching, if your hubby's like me, Fox News, or possibly they're watching football or something, and you're thinking, I just wish I had something that like I could do that was just my own, something that lights your heart on fire, something that gets you excited, you know, because once you become a mom, it's difficult to find time for yourself. And so painting can do that for you. And some of you guys are probably thinking like, you know, you've got little ones at home and you wish you could make a little bit of extra money just to pay the light bill or just to pay your car payment. And painting door hangers is a great way to make a little extra money, and you can do it on your own time. You don't have to do it, you know, any specific hours. Like you don't have to have a regular job with specific hours. I used to teach elementary education, and now I'm teaching how to paint online. Isn't that amazing? Like this day and age, you can do pretty much anything you want to do. I'm trying to carefully stencil this. There we go. The key to stenciling, by the way, is using a sponge pouncer or a makeup sponge dauber and getting all of the paint, like as much of it off as you can. So I've got very little on here. How long is my board? I think it's probably 24 inches. I can measure later. I taught second grade, Carrie, and I taught Title I, which was like math and reading. And I just love those little kiddos so much. But it wore me out. At the end of the day, I was exhausted. And I had like no energy for my own children or anything else. And so I eventually discovered door hangers and painting, and I started doing workshops and paint parties. And it wasn't long before I was making more money teaching paint parties and selling door hangers than I ever was teaching in a school. And I was feeling more fulfilled than I ever had before. So if you're like that and you need a little extra money, or you're just looking for something to kind of, you know, make you feel like you've got something of your own. Because as mothers and wives, sometimes we need something that's just ours. And painting was that for me. I could come to my craft room. Well, hang on, let me back up. I had a craft room for a little while, and then I had a little girl, and then the deal was that if I had a girl, I would give up my craft room. And if we had a boy, my husband would give up his man cave. Well, we had a girl. But what I didn't realize was shortly thereafter I was going to be starting this business, and I was going to need that craft room back. So Charlie used this room for her nursery for the first year or so of her life, and I did all of my crafting at the dining room table. And then after my business started to grow, I ended up my husband ended up giving up his man cave because the business had grown to the point where I needed an office/craft room to be able to just close the door at the end of the day when I was done working, instead of having to clean the dining room table off every time we were going to eat dinner. How many can relate? But anyways, so we're back in this room again. It's my craft room. I love coming in here because I feel like when I'm in here, like it's almost like therapeutic. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I don't feel any doubt whatsoever about like life. Like it's like, I don't know. It's just like, it's like everything fits. You ready? Look how cool. Okay. Oh, goodness. I just did it. Hang on. Hot Mess Express here. All right. I got to set this down because my sponge brush just went in the floor. Hold up. Thankfully, it didn't have very much paint on it because I just daubed all the paint off, so we didn't get any paint on the carpet. Now we're going to just slide it down. Actually, I probably need to dry it real quick. That way I don't mess up what I've already done. This is so pretty. I used to cut my own stencils with a Cricut a while back before I was able to have my laser cutting guy cut them. Okay, so let me see if I can line this up again so that we're just going to slide it down, line it up. Okay, I think that's good. And we need some more white paint. This is going to go in my daughter Charlie's room. I was saying that at the beginning. She has a llama bedroom. And it's also got a little bit of like a boho chic kind of feel to it. She's got some little feathers and things in there. And so I think this would be a good addition to her room. So you guys still keep thinking of cute little sayings that we could put on it. And at the end, I'll do some hand lettering and we'll put a saying on it to go with the arrows on top. I totally lost my train of thought of what I was talking about. But anyways, if you're feeling kind of like you need your own thing, if you're, you know, feeling kind of worn out as a mom and a wife and you need to find something that you love, like your own hobby, something that could make you and your family some extra money, so to take some pressure off your husband and still allow you to stay home with your kids, door hanger painting is definitely a great option, and we can teach you how to do it in the Painters Clubhouse. Ericka Wallace is in our Painters Clubhouse, and she had that very same experience. She said one night, the funny story is her husband came home. She told me this story just a few days ago. Her husband came home from work and they were supposed to be having a silent auction at work to raise money for some kind of cancer or cause. I can't remember which. And he said, hey, honey, I signed you up for the silent auction. You've got to make something that we can donate. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know what to make. So then she got on Pinterest. Long story short, she ended up finding door hangers. She ended up going to, she called it the YouTube University, and searching for a door hanger tutorial. And lo and behold, she found me. And, oh shoot, my stencil shifted on me while I was talking. I think it's all right though. Yeah, it's okay. So she found me, she joined Painters Clubhouse, and she said today she is finally like feeling like she is her old self again. Does that make sense? Like after she became a mother and a wife, she kind of got in that rut of working a 9-to-5 job and constantly, you know, just not having something for herself. And so once she started doing door hanger painting, she was able to like rediscover herself again. And she said her husband even noticed the transformation and the change in her. He said it's like he finally got the old Ericka back, the one that he fell in love with to begin with. Look how pretty this is. So cute. So if you're like Ericka and you want to join us in the Painters Clubhouse, it reopens in 56 days. You just got to go put your name on the wait list at paintersclubhouse.com. The middle on your right needs an arrow. Yes, it does. Right over here. Let's stencil one on real quick. I got busy talking and never did complete the pattern over here. I think it's got to go this way. There we go. Oh, hang on. You guys are always so observant, because half the time I don't even notice little things like that, and you guys are like, oh, you forgot a spot. And I'm grateful for it, because I need all the help I can get. Stencils make things so much easier. Because look how quickly that was. That was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I think I just got a little bit of water in my sponge polka dotter because it made a bit of a mess. But that's okay. We can go back with paint and touch it up here in a little bit. We're not worried about perfection anyway. All right, I'm going to dry this, and then we're going to do some wording. What words should we do? Are you going to have another challenge? Yes, it'll be in the spring. Sign up should start March 1st. Yes, you should do a paint party fundraiser, Betsy. That's a great idea. I think I'm just going to do just be you. Like, just be you. And I'm going to pencil it in first. Just be. This is going to be so pretty. Okay. Let me get a filbert tip brush, because you guys know I love painting with a filbert tip brush. And we will pencil this in. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm going to use a filbert tip brush. I think I'm going to use a paint pen. The only problem is this little spot's still wet. Llama Princess, she would probably like that. Okay. Oops, that's silver. I thought that was black. I've got such a mess in here. I need a professional organizer to come get my life in order. Okay, this will work. I'm using a Uniposca paint pen for any of you who are wondering. We're going to just trace over my lettering first, and then we'll go back and thicken up the letters to look like faux calligraphy. Charlie's going to be so excited when she finds out I was making this for her. I'm not doing the best at staying exactly on my lines, but so now I'm just going through and thickening up the paint lines where and anywhere that my pen would have naturally done a downward stroke. I know it's backwards. Okay, okay. I know it's backwards, but Facebook won't let me flip the camera. Hey, please stop that so I can talk. Facebook won't let me flip the camera, so here's what it looks like. Just be you. Wouldn't these be fun to do for a paint party of your own or a craft night with some girlfriends? Just get some planks of wood. I believe this is like a 1x6, and you could just cut it into 24-inch boards or something like that and get you some stencils, like this arrow stencil that we just used, and you guys could create your own signs. It would be so fun.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm really pleased with how it came out. I don't even think I'm going to bother touching up that little spot where my paint got watery. Will you quit? It's getting silly in here. Tell them bye. All right. Thank you all. Y'all have a great night. Oh, and come join us for the Southern Adoornments live show. You'll get to meet Charlie.